my favorite song, so I'ma make it thunderstorm.
You're listening to Rabbit Hole Radio.
Okay, everyone, what is up? Party people, the carrot massive, all you rabbits at home, welcome back to another episode of Rabbit Hole Radio, brought to you by your carrot correspondent, ladies. Carrot correspondent, that's a ridiculous way to title myself. But anyway, we're doing it. Carrot correspondent, Lady Scarlett Ferner. And a question I keep on getting from you guys, you rabbits at home, is, Lady Scarlett, you're so hot and you're so wonderful and you're so lit and you host such amazing parties. Is this how you got your title as a lady? And the simple answer is no, it's not. I wish it was, but I actually own, prepare yourself, a 1 meter square plot of land in Cumbria. And yeah, I'm the lady of that plot. I haven't applied any weird rules to it yet or laws, but I think that that's going to be an amazing rabbit hole episode somewhere in the future. Going to my plot of land where I'm the lady and just making some rules. You never know, I could be some fascist qualities in myself could maybe come out, which wouldn't be a very nice colour on me, but you know, power corrupts people, and maybe when I get onto that square plot of land, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, this episode is... We're going to be talking this episode about one of my favourite topics ever. Partying, festivals, music, nightlife, culture, and all that is in between. So I think a good way to start this off is to shout out all the rabbits at home that came down to Venue MOT on the 30th of June. Guys, it was pretty crazy. It was like amazing. It was my favorite party by far that I've ever hosted. Shout out the 901 boys. They were awesome. It was really great, I think, hosting it with another sort of events company, because a lot of the pressure and the stress that I feel just completely went away. I really enjoy all the graphic design of it and the DJs and the music, but when it starts to get to who's coming and tickets and stuff, it's really like, I know it's a bit of a logistical nightmare for me, which you're going to hear more about later on this episode that I talked to my guest about. But it was really, really nice hosting it with 901. It was awesome. It was at Venue MOT. It was months and months and months of planning, but it all sort of, it all worked out. It was 8 hours of music, 8 DJs. It was awesome. I did the final slot, which is sort of a running theme during my events, because you don't want to give someone a graveyard slot. You don't want to be paying a DJ for that when there's potential that no one's there. And you've got to stay reasonably sober doing it. So I kind of take it upon myself, being the strong person I am and the giving, sort of loving spirit that I possess. I was like, boys, don't worry about it. I will do the 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. set. And it was rammed. Rabbits, you literally packed the place out. It was so busy up until 6. We went to this crazy after party at this, I don't even know whose house it was. I think it was this Russian guy's parents' house, which had like this basement, which had a swimming pool in it. But they had taken all the water out of the swimming pool and replaced it with DJ decks and like laser lights. Basically like the only thing that I think you can really replace water in a swimming pool with to make it better. The only sort of situation where that would be a good idea would be if you're replacing it with DJ decks and laser lights. But it was like insane, guys. And there was a really nice percentage of, I mean, I only knew about 30% of the people I'd say there at that party. And it was like Punta City. And that is how I'm trying to be. I'm trying to walk around and be like, wait, like, who are you? But in like the nicest way. But Yeah, it was such a vibe. So like shout out everyone that came to that. 2026, year of collabs. I think it's probably a good time now, after all of that sort of like chatting, to introduce my guest for you this month. You guys have got to prepare yourself because this girl has rabbit hole written all over her. She is my most, I'd say, probably outgoing, easy to speak to, impossible to not get on with, neurodiverse as hell, like me. Guess Rosie Fricker. Woo! She set up this sort of movement, I'd say, in dance and the music scene where you basically bring well-being into the conversation. So she, with Grooves for Good, she set it up in memory of one of her good friends with a couple of her other friends. And there's an amazing formula for it. It's basically a Saturday night, go out, party, live it large, stay until 9 a.m. if you want. Don't worry, just like have a good time. And then that's only half of the event. The rest of the event is the day after going for a sauna or a cold plunge or a walk or something adorable like that. It's basically, you don't have to pick one or the other. You can do both, and you've just got to look out for your mental health and your well-being, which is, I mean, incredibly important. Especially with, obviously this show isn't exclusively for neurodiverse people, but I think this is something that is a very interesting conversation if you are neurodiverse, because lots of people probably have quite complicated relationships with either alcohol or partying or drugs or whatever it is. And she's really set up a solution which I think helps people sort of form healthy relationships with partying, which is extremely important, especially in this sort of day and age. So it's basically been running for almost 3 years, and they've done insane events. They've gone to 2 different countries. They've gone to 6 major cities. They've had over probably about 1,000 people through their door, I'd say. They're doing incredibly, and everyone talks about these Grooves events because they're just a vibe and everyone is insanely attractive at them. The demographic is like, you know what I mean? Like, it is a crazy good looking audience. But yeah, she's doing an awesome job. And I really enjoyed my conversation with Rosie because I feel like when you meet someone who's also neurodivergent, especially we've both got ADHD, dyslexia, so we're very similar with that, you sort of enter this flow state where you can sort of jump from topic to topic and interrupt each other and speak over each other and all of this sort of thing. And you don't need to mask to sort of fit into conversational convention and the social norms that surround that. If you're with someone neurodivergent, you can just go wherever your brain takes you and you know that they'll reciprocate it. So something like talking over or interrupting is seen in a neurotypical world as quite rude, but in neurodivergent worlds and spaces, it's just expected. So I found it extremely nice to sort of talk to her, and I think it's important for you guys, you rabbits at home, for me to sort of lay the land on how neurodivergent conversations work, because they are extremely different, I'd say, to neurotypical conversations. So maybe this was sort of race intolerance, or I don't know, maybe it'll be just interesting to hear how 2 neurodivergent people talk to each other when you're not in the room. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this conversation, and yeah, stay locked, rabbits.
In life, you have to shag the captain of the boat. Spiritually, physically, and mentally. The captain can be yourself as well.
Say hi to the rabbits at home.
Hi, rabbits at home. I'm really trying not to swear, and I'm also trying to enunciate my words because my mum says I don't.
And that's like sort of prime podcast
Is it?
guest is really just pronunciating those words.
Right, okay.
But I've got really sort of, it's something about being dyslexic, I think, where there's this thing called rapid recall, where your words that are sort of in your head and what you're trying to mean, there's like a disconnect between them. Yeah. So quite a lot of the time it's sort of using the wrong words. Just
getting a bit confused.
Yeah, and like I think what's difficult is you can actually end up sounding quite, I don't want to say stupid, but it can make you sometimes sound like you don't really know what you're talking about and you're a lot less clever than you are. I mean, that's something at school I had a lot. Whenever I was trying to speak about stuff, I just sounded really stupid in lessons.
It makes you anxious and therefore makes you not perform the level that you can perform to.
Exactly.
Underachieving, I think, is a key word of school.
Please, like, just a moment
A moment for the underachievers. I was saying, though, in the pub last night, I wasn't drinking, but I was like, the city and everyone that works in finance and like bank and like that whole part of London are the kids that were in the top set, and they were like that was there, that's now where they go.
Yeah, and it's like that is like their haven. That's like, shit, I'm still getting like 9s and stuff. I still really care about these exams. And it's what's good about being neurodiverse, and I bet you can relate to this, is it opens so many more doors and opportunities to what you can do. Things aren't given to you on a plate, and it's not like, I know, if you don't sort of struggle from any sort of adversity,
mental issue.
Exactly. But that's what's so great, and I'm sure you wouldn't have started Grooves for Good without it.
Well, I just quickly touching on your point, don't you find that you feel like you're quite good at weird things that aren't to do with like writing? So I'm quite good at doing Google Maps. Like I can like get
you're like
everywhere.
A visualizer.
And like I know then once I see the map, I know where to go, like sense of directions, like a rabbit.
Bitch, I'm honestly, my sense of direction is crazy.
Why is that?
I didn't even think about that.
Like it's because we just have to learn it, probably because we can't read the map.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also like being able to walk places saying like, oh, I remember that chair because I thought this when I was doing that. And I remember we obviously went right there. Yeah. And so many people don't sort of get that.
They don't quite understand.
Exactly. Like, lots of people don't get it. And it's all of those really simple stuff, I guess. I don't know if you got telling the time, whether that's a problem
I still
for you.
can't.
Yeah.
But I'm learning, so I bought a watch.
Nice.
And I've got this new thing, if I'm on a Lime bike, I think it's quite performative to like ride, watch. And obviously tell everyone that I don't care about my phone, I'm going to look at the time. Is that really weird?
Well, it's like you can't be bashing the bank bros when that's how you're chilling.
No, you can't.
Do you know what I mean? Okay, so probably I'm guessing the main rabbit hole that we do want to go down today is Grooves for Good, obviously, and partying and the whole sort of culture and community that kind of surrounds that.
Yeah. I mean, it's an amazing thing that has been formed out of a really dark thing. And it's a fascinating time as well, because obviously partying and music is, honestly, since Brat Summer, I think people that didn't like to party are going, I don't want to be the wellness anymore, I want to go party.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what about the people that still love the wellness element and they love the matcha and the breakfast, but I fucking want to get on it. And I think it's
they want a bit of both.
They want a bit of both.
Yeah, the rabbits want a bit of both.
The rabbits want the both. They want to get down and dirty, but they also want to like give Easter eggs out at Christmas, at Easter. Fuck, there we go. Obviously. Classic example.
Do you know what? It is such a good sort of initiative if you don't need to pick one.
Yeah.
You can really do both, and you've just got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And shouldn't beat yourself up for like enjoying a party, enjoying music, enjoying like a night out, but sort of taking the measures to make sure that you do it healthily.
Yeah, exactly. So Grooves I've taken on, and actually in the last month I have a new partner.
Oh yeah?
Called Lola. And Lola, for me, is a safe haven, especially for the dyslexia aspect of things, because I can't do the number crunching, the business element of it. And I work in music anyway. So that side kind of I'm learning about it through work. But the business side of things, I really needed a hand with. Yeah. And I think it works really well when you do have learning difficulties to have other people to bring you up. Obviously, it's like that's the world, isn't it?
And it's like, there's so many things that I think I found with sort of creating a brand and an identity that what's great about being neurodivergent is you're very good at the bigger picture. You're very good at sort of how does this night look, pattern recognition, what stuff from one party you've gone to that you like, what's something that you think the space needs, what you want to change.
It's so true.
But it's so great being able to have that view on it, and because that's not something you can necessarily teach.
No, it's actually not. It's not. Lola, do you want to come in?
Lola's behind the camera assessing
Lola's
up.
just like crunching the numbers back there.
My girl, like just doing that admin.
Just doing it admin. We actually have this really fun thing where we go to like a festival or a party, and we learned it from working at a festival this summer. But you tell the DJ that you're their artist liaison. You're not, but then you're just straight behind the decks. You're getting free drinks for yourself.
Rabbits, get
on
no,
it.
literally
You are
get.
AL, and therefore means you can buy spicy margs for the two of you. It's a bit of a
that is
hack.
so
It's a bit of a hack.
That
Maybe
is so good.
It's
So
good.
well, you're a big festival goer. What's your sort of main draw to festivals? What is it about that versus, I don't know, sort of like a day party?
Yeah. I think I was raised in the countryside, so I love the fact that you can go for 3 days. It's a very cliche thing to say, and it's classic because everyone likes it, but they don't think they like it until they get there. But there is no phone signal. You're not on your phone, and you're in a tent, and you're having the best time with your mates. And then you walk outside your tent, and someone's got a mushroom hat on, and then someone's playing a reggae set. And it's just this like mixing pot of everything that life actually should be. And just for like one weekend of your life, you can go and experience it.
And very genuine conversations. You sort of meet so many strangers, and people actually care about what you're into. People don't just care about what mutuals you have, because you don't have the ability
So I
to
can't
do
even
that.
tell you, babes. I can't even tell you.
I mean, you end up finding out about people's sort of hobbies and what they're good at. And
That's how we met.
that is how we met.
That's how we met.
It's like adorable. I know. It's like so full circle. I think something that I also really love about festivals is, I think with having ADHD, for me, I've found that my mind wanders. I've got a very sort of wandering brain, lots of thoughts all the time. And having some sort of background music really just helps ground me, stable.
How could you? It's like reggae. It's like when you wake up and you're not feeling good. And you just need that. I think it's like the vibration. Maybe it's something we should maybe do like research into it. Something that stimulates the brain and it kind of calms you down.
Yeah, it's just giving like some sort of pattern. And I mean, I don't know what sort of genres you're into.
I used to hate tech house, and now I'm fucking into it. This is my brother's a DJ, and he used to play this stuff, and I was like, I'm bored.
Yeah,
I'm
you're like,
really
please.
bored. Whack on the disco.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's kind of the environment you're in.
Yeah.
Wait. We met at Gotwood.
Yeah.
What's your what do you recommend to the rabbits? Like, what's their go-to? Like, what would you be like? You need to go here.
Okay, guys, rabbits. I'm going to just cut the crap, and I was gatekeeping, and I just think I have to stop gatekeeping this.
What is
It's
it?
called Polyphonic. It's this like amazing festival in the south, right in the heel of Italy. And it is just insane. It's amazing DJs. You look at photos of it and everyone's like over 30, and it's like, okay,
Great
they
crowd.
know ball.
Great crowd.
They know what's up.
Solid
Like,
age.
I'm sorry. When I'm in a crowd and I see grey hair, I'm like, I'm at a place.
Like, Dad? Babes? I once went to a rave in Oxford called Little People. You should get on that.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. And my dad was there. And it was this weird moment. And my mum. And I was like, wait, you guys are here? And they were like, you're here. And he was like,
Oh my God, I
guess we're doing this.
Your parents actually know ball.
They
They know
know
what's
ball.
up.
They know
It's so
ball.
good. I mean, I love sort of going to festivals that are all like electronic music. I
Yeah.
think there's something really trance-like about just techno being there for like a full set.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's a lot to be said for smoking outside. I think being at a festival and not having to go to a smoking area, I think that's really the issue. 2007, when the smoking ban came in, was sort of the
that when
beginning
it
of
was?
end. Yeah. 2007, you could smoke in a plane when we were
Fuck
born.
off.
I know.
I actually don't think I'd like to smoke on a plane.
No, but it's like back 2 rows.
Yeah.
It's like kind of lit.
It's quite catch me if you can.
That's what I'm trying to be. But I think there's so something to be said for how DJing and sets have had to change to try and combat the fact that people are always going out to a smoking
think?
area.
Yeah, that is kind of
like
true.
sort of before I think smoking bans and stuff, there would be like these sort of 4-hour long techno sets, and they would be like taking you on a journey, very long 20-minute builds up to a beat drop and stuff. But now I just get this sense that there's a lot of speed mixing.
There's
going
interruptions, and you're having to be like, where the fuck is the players at the front gone?
Yeah,
the key
exactly.
crowd have gone for a smoke, and it's like, okay, that is true actually. As a DJ, I bet that's fascinating to watch.
Yeah, and it can be kind of a tricky thing, because then you start playing big hits, and the problem is the second you play a big song, you cannot follow it.
Yeah, it's just
like you just gotta play like big song after big song,
play banger after banger.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
going to a festival this summer called Butik.
Okay.
And it's in Slovenia. And I'm so excited. And I think because that's outside and it's kind of on this lake river, and element of just, as you said, being outside and undisturbed, like music and getting into it. It's a very good point. I mean, you can smoke on the boat we're on now.
Hello. Why don't you introduce tonight? I haven't even...
Oh, yeah. So tonight is our first Grooves for Good boat party.
I literally fucking love a boat party.
So rabbits, I think it's time you venture down into the burrows and get on the boat soon.
Literally,
I think
guys.
this is your next.
We're going below deck.
We're going below deck.
We should totally do like a collab.
I think we're ready. Scarlett
We are
comes up to me
ready.
last weekend and I was like, do you think we could do like a rabbit hole radio thing? And she was like, honestly, the fact you haven't asked me earlier, I was just waiting, and I was like,
Well, I was like, I'm waiting for this. So I've DJ'd at a couple Grooves for Good events, which I've always loved.
you killed it every time.
Well, thank you very much. I just really love the format that you go for. I think it's a really incredible sort of approach to dancing and partying, and sort of a lot more consideration than needs to be put into it.
Yeah. It's true. It's almost, I mean, a big part of Grooves is who comes to the party, would you say, Lol? Like...
Lola's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, someone came up to me a few months ago and was like, fit women. That was like, someone said, they were like, you just bring lots of hot babes. And I was like, guys, if that brings you to the party, then come down, man. Calm down.
Yeah,
the talent is just
do you know
unreal.
what? You no, you say it. You've got like an incredibly good
The
looking
pool of
demographic.
the gene pool is mental up here.
It's insane. Like if you're just like out and you're like, I want to pull a honey. Grooves.
Yeah. Also, I'm excited today because it's gala. So a lot of people are finishing gala at 10, then coming down, and they're going to be kitted out in that festival.
And this is some long party.
Girl, I don't even...
What is it?
9 till 9.
9?
One person thought we were setting sail, and they were like, are we like aboard the anchor go at 9? And then
Sorry. Imagine just being on a river for like 12 hours. Just like, want to get off?
babes.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
You've got 8 more hours to go.
If like on air. I can't do anything.
So how have you kind of formatted tonight? It's 12 hours. That's quite a sort of...
It's a big stint. Well, so we have our DJs coming on from... We used to have DJs on... We used to have a band that would start.
Nice.
And we don't really have the kit for that here, which is, I think, quite a good thing. And the DJ would play probably from 10. And we have 9 till... I quite like an hour and a half set.
So do I.
Do you?
You know what's up.
Yeah.
You know what's up.
It's a perfect time for them to get into it and the crowd to feel them, but also not too long that everyone's, okay, moving on now.
Yeah.
Then we have Harrison, who owns the boat, Casa Luna, coming on at 5, I think, for the graveyard set. So I think anyone that wants to stay, go have a drink halfway through, come back. You know, I think it would be interesting to see how a boat works, and it's probably good for you to see like what works as well.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I did this boat party in Vauxhall for Halloween, which was like such a vibe, but it was raining so badly. It was so, but there was a lot of misunderstanding as well with that.
Kind
it's
of
a
pathetic
boat
fallacy with the
sail.
Halloween,
I know,
but not for
totally.
the boat.
No, it was like the whole sort of novelty of having a boat. Kind of the sea level started rising a bit, and I was like, shit, I am
Titanicing.
I know. I was like, I very much am on a boat.
As a DJ, it must be really cool just to step on and be able to transform a dance floor, because you're just technically on the aux on a bigger space,
exactly,
in a more technical
and it's
way.
also like respect it.
Respect
I mean, if I'm honest, I think there's some sort of fake propaganda around DJing and how hard it is.
Yeah.
I think if you like to dance and you sort of know rhythm and you can read a room,
read the room.
do it. Literally do it. Like, and that's why I'm such a big advocate for female DJs, because I just think the ability to read a room as a woman is like
Sick.
so different. It's not, I feel like sometimes male DJs, not to sort of slag off any of my male DJ rabbits at home, but like allow it. I think that there's some sort of expectation of I'm being booked for my music and I'm going to listen to what I listen to in my headphones
my time.
and you enjoy it. And it's like, I understand it if you're like Dr. Banana or like DJ Marcel or someone that's got like some big time rap.
I do agree that some men do like to come in and play whatever they want to play. And I get that. And there is a big element to DJing of that. But I also think that reading the room. And I mean, what would you say if like, I came up to you and I was like, can you switch the set around? Would you be offended? Would you?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I think if you're doing it as a promoter, respect.
Yeah.
If you're doing it as someone in the audience, I'm kind of like, I hear it.
Hate
Gotta go
you.
utilitarian though. I gotta look up and be like, people agreeing with you.
Are we
or
loving
not?
this, or are you just on cocaine and want to listen to Come On Eileen? I can't
Exactly.
tell.
Or when people do requests and I'm just like, that's kind of not how it works, but I don't want to start explaining that.
You should almost post up at like a festival and like get someone to come in and get people in to do like hot takes.
It's like an incredible idea.
Just like under it, where we met at Gotwood, and you could like in that seating area by the owl's nest.
Yeah,
was it?
yeah,
You could
yeah.
just like have the pod and just fuck it up.
and just be like, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, what are we talking about? Don't scream. Just talk to me.
Allow it.
What are you wearing?
Exactly.
And why?
Actually, I had that at that year of Gotwood where someone was like, what are you wearing head to toe? And where'd you work? And what'd you do? And I was just a bit like,
Girl.
get the camera out of my face.
I
Cut the
am
camera.
not okay right now.
I was like, oh, I
No.
don't want to see this on any For You page.
Why are you wearing like a two-piece like Pokemon
Pikachu set?
Pikachu set? Yeah,
I'm in my
dang
Pika
it.
outfit.
That was, you killed it.
Yeah, party Pika
You
unlocked.
crushed it. Yeah.
Thanks. Well, I just think having festival outfits is such a good way to sort of express yourself.
Yeah, you're so
you
right.
you wear great festival outfits.
Thank
actually,
you.
You've got a great hat
Thank
collection.
you. I love a hat. I love a beret. I think it's also fun to in life at a festival where like I like wearing a corset at some festivals, get the girls in.
Nice.
But then just like rock a jean and like something that you wear every day, but like
Yeah.
add a corset.
But it's like, but I chose to wear this at
But they
festivals.
chose
It's
it at a
kind of
festival.
like got
I
a
wore a
bit of
trench coat on Sunday at Gotwood. Way too hot. But
Yeah.
it was there
Yeah.
and it worked.
Everyone was like, wait, she did that.
Wait, did she? Yeah, the actual strap went down the loo. It was a whole thing, so.
Down the loo.
Down the loo.
Oh, festival loo.
The festival loo.
No.
We should get Groove for Good loos. We're actually going to get merch soon. We're thinking like little wash bags. So that when you go to a festival, you can just
Nice.
have all your goodies that make you feel good in a Grooves for Good bag.
What's been your favourite wellness thing that you've done at Grooves for Good?
I actually, weirdly enough, loved one of our first ever ones, and we just met up with everyone and went for a walk around Hyde Park. And it hasn't really happened since, but it was just something quite lovely that we did. And our friend Scarlett did some yoga, big up Scarlet Yoga.
Yeah.
And it was just this nice moment, and it was very simple. And now it has developed into the saunas and the cold plunge, which is fun.
Oh, that's kind of lit. That's like if you're bad.
Well, that's our event tomorrow. So we've got calm sauna and hot plunge, cold plunge, cold plunge.
Sauna and hot plunge is like incredible. I was like, I'm there. Like that's
Just bathe me. Just bathe me.
I was like,
Okay.
can you please wash me as well?
Yeah, we've got that tomorrow, which will be fun.
Yeah.
That will clear all the blues.
Which one do you sort of look forward to more, the day after or the party?
The party. But we have people that work with Grooves that love the wellness. Like, I love both, honestly, equally. But for me, I think my expertise really come to play more in the party element.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sober for the events, I don't even care. I just quite like seeing everyone together. That brings me the most joy.
Wow.
What do you think?
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can't. Well, obviously, you're the point of cool, so you've kind of got to take it seriously. And
Yeah.
I think it's quite easy to sort of run away with yourself and like have like a few too many shots, and then you're like,
Yeah.
wait. I mean, like the owner's like coming up to you, and you're like,
oh my God.
no, it's like, no, that's not how I should be. Like, that's not good.
It is like you need to be on it. Because
Yeah.
if something goes wrong, then I don't know, you need to be on it.
But it's great that you're doing it with other people as well.
Yeah.
I think that's like must feel like a big sort of weight.
Do you have people to help you with rabbit hole? Really?
No, I don't. I mean, I've got lots of sort of rabbit residents, if you know, like for rabbit residents, probably be watching this. Hey, residents.
Hey, residents.
I've got a great boyfriend who helps out a lot.
Good.
And is a sound engineer. So
Unreal.
it's like incredible.
It's like, can you do graphic design and then you're marrying him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do a graphic design degree.
Oh, well, then you're fine.
So that's the whole thing. And I don't know whether you get this a bit with Grooves, but I think I've kind of spent so much time like sort of cradling it. It's kind of my baby that when I sort of let go of it, sometimes I can be a bit sort of, don't do that. Don't like micromanaging. And it's just not a good color on me. So it's like, it does not suit me. So it's like,
it's valid.
Yeah, and I really care about it a lot. But then that's why I quite like doing sort of like collab events.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sort of getting into at the moment.
Okay, I like that.
2026, year of collabs.
2026, the year of... Wait, cut that out. Cut that out. When you like give away some of... It's your baby. It's like employing a nanny. And it's like, I still need them to tell them what to do.
Exactly.
But also... It's
I think you guys have got a good dynamic. And that's kind of what I'm striving for, if I'm honest.
Really?
I'm trying to find my Lola. I'm on my Lola hunt.
You've got Lola. You just need to find it in time. Like, it's taken 2.5 years to realise that, you know...
Yeah. But your solution was right in front of your eyes.
It was right in front of my eyes the entire time.
Yeah. Damn, that's kind of poetic. Kind of poetry.
Another thing I couldn't do with dyslexia poetry. I'm like, babe, I can't.
No. But then it's so weird because I find stuff like that really hard, but I did it for A-level. I literally did English. I did like philosophy. And I was like, I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, read. And I was like, oh, no.
Even if I could, I can't.
In my exams, I had one of those sort of stupid access arrangements where I had my own room.
Yeah.
Someone sat next to me to read out the questions.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to, I could have also got someone sat on the other side to
Writing.
write down what
I did that.
And it's like I'm literally...
And I still got a D.
It's like doing it. It's like Amber's time, and it's like we're in here for like 3 hours, guys. Lock in.
Can we get into it? Have you got kids? Where are you from? They're like, no.
But I know we don't do that.
I used to love like when you could go for a walk halfway through with them.
Yeah.
That was always fun.
It's like rest break.
Yes, break. Yellow card.
I know.
Yellow card.
But that's the whole thing about being neurodivergent in school, I think, is it's so like pointing you out, being like, you're the other.
Yeah.
You've got extra time. And also, by the way, you're probably not going to do as well as everyone else.
Yeah.
So like,
okay.
and that's why when you leave school, you're just way more able to sort of adapt and change to different stuff because it hasn't been easy for the first 18 years.
That's true. I have this theory as well. It's like if they put me in top set, I probably would do a lot better than I would do in bottom set. Because I just think that when you're with the other people that are the same as you, you're going to just have a great time.
Yeah.
So, just a time that probably isn't that effective. And I think if you're with the people that are really working hard and engaging in the lesson, maybe you would too.
I think I'm a very big advocate of good teachers for bottom set.
Yeah.
I think sometimes schools can kind of mess that up where they sort of neglect bottom set or neglect the neurodiverse people, or they're just like, why don't you just drop French? And I'm like, fair, like I do want to drop French. Like, I'm not going to be doing that.
Don't have to ask me twice, but still the option would be nice.
But I love my primary school because for my language at primary school, I did sign language. Like they were way more
That's mad.
I know there was this kid in year 1 called Kirill, who was like the cutest kid ever. And he was deaf, and the whole school learned BSL. And it was really funny because we'd all have like
sign language.
Yeah,
okay.
we'd all have sign language lessons, and then we'd like at break time there would be the longest queue by Kirill.
The whole playground silent.
Everyone was literally coming up to him, being like, "Turtle, yes, no." Hello, my name is, and he's just like
like tumbleweeds in the playground, and everyone just like really going.
He's like, he like yeah.
Yeah.
But really, I think that's the sort of accessibility that we need to
Yeah,
just kind of think
normalise
about.
that.
Exactly.
And kids also love that. Clearly, they loved it and they engaged and they
it's
were down.
way more, obviously, it's way easier to learn sign language as a kid than it is to learn French, unless you're bilingual.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
Unless you're bisexual.
Exactly. Because all of the like... Do you say bisexual or bilingual? I was like, wait.
Bring it back.
Guys, I'm really annoyed that this is coming out after the party, but...
I mean, you would have been quick to it if it came out today. I would have been like, damn.
Edited and posted in like 3 hours.
Signed, still delivered in 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm paid for.
Yeah, come on, babe, let's go.
Okay, I actually think I need to go now. Oh, this is so annoying.
You do, actually. It's 10 past 4, babe.
Yeah, I really do.
Well, thanks.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, well.
Grooves, Rabbithole X Grooves for Good event.
Yeah, Grooves for holes.
I'm thinking August bank hole. Grooves for holes.
Grooves for holes. Holes for good.
Holes for good. That was what you said the other night. Holes for good.
So, rabbits. Literally, what a chat. Am I right? I just love her so much. She's such a vibe. So, yeah, I'm glad that you have stayed thus far. And to sort of round off this episode, I want to go into some rabbit hole recommendations that I can give you to sort of set you on your way into your next rabbit month. So my rabbit hole recommendation that I think you should explore in this topic is literally just going to a Grooves for Good event. Follow them on Instagram I think it's just at Grooves for Good, but I'll tag it below. And yeah, go to one of our parties. They're so much fun. Like that boat party was like insane, guys. Hit up their parties. A rabbit hole recommendation activity I have for you is to make your own terrarium. Okay, this is only really going to be useful for people who are tuning in, seeing the video, but look at this. It's crazy. I called it Techtopia, and it's basically just like a micro ecosystem, which is come all the way from sort of by Southampton, and it's got a layer of rocks at the bottom to sort of collect moisture, then a layer of charcoal to carbonate all of the soil and the air, then a thick layer of really nice compost, and then just natural native moss, twigs, different sort of mint. There's a mint plant in there, different rocks, just different shrubbery. And you basically do that, put a tiny pinch of like either pond water, lake water, even water from a puddle, and then close the lid, and then you basically don't open it. So I've had this for a month, and it's so cool. There's some crazy stuff growing in here. There's lots of like sort of snail marks on the side of a pot, which is interesting because I didn't intentionally put in any insects, but they're obviously going to be like microorganisms in the compost. So yeah, it's looking amazing after a month, but I can't wait to see it after a year. So make that. It literally takes half an hour, and you let all of this sort of biodiversity that would never really grow in an enclosed environment without predators, you let it just thrive, and it is, I love looking at it so much. So that's my activity I give you. A space you should go to a Jurassic Coast. This is a fossil I got from my recent visit there, an Annamite. So many fossils you can find there, so definitely hit that place up. A food, I would say just go next time you're at like either a fish market or a supermarket that has like a fish sort of stand or a fish place there. Go and just order some prawns and just eat them raw, and you'll really understand what fish get. Like, I had some prawns and I was like, wait, I literally get it. I get why fish eat this under the sea. So try out some fresh prawns and just tell me that you don't understand fish's brains. And then the song I'm going to recommend you guys is If a Rugs Could Talk. Unreal track. I just love it. I'm like obsessed with that song. But yeah, that's a note. I'm going to leave it on with you guys. I hope you enjoy this episode. And like always, if you want to come on the show, please hit me up. Always looking for new rabbits. And yeah, on that note, Skulls is signing out.